Hello everyone and welcome on this new midweek analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. I'm aware, of course, it's an early version of the midweek analysis, but the reason is actually most of the signals have either reached the take profit instantly or didn't reach the sell or buy levels. So let's now discuss what we can do in the market for the remaining days of this week. Meanwhile, of course, I'm very proud and happy about our results in the premium group on Telegram. Today alone, we have made more than 180 pips of profits to our clients in the premium group. Xtreme Trader is really continuing to be confirming as one of the best Forex signals providers in the world. And I'm very proud of our results. And of course, I'm very excited for the future. I believe that we are really going towards our way to become the best Forex broker, the best Forex signals provider in the world. And I hope very soon we will achieve this target. Anyway, let's now, of course, before we start the video, I need to remind everyone to please hit the like button, my friends. I would really like to thank you everyone for clicking the likes buttons in the last weekly analysis video and last midweek analysis video. Guys, please keep doing this. I think this is the least you can do to return the favor if you have actually made any profits from these signals. So anyway, let's now begin the midweek analysis, and of course, as usual, we will start with the EURUSD. So now regarding the EURUSD, as you can see, my friends, the signal has been triggered. The market actually has been rising inside of the safe zone. We started shorting the market on 0.99942, and right now we can see that this was actually a false breakout. As I have told you earlier, the market has created right here a real level of a resistance, and obviously this was a false breakout. Therefore, we can actually expect from the market to reach the same level of the real resistance, and thankfully that has already happened. Perfect. Let's now go to the 30-minute time frame to see what we can do next with this pair. Now, to be very specific, I believe that the EURUSD is actually going to continue the rise till it reaches 1.00064. That's actually the next level where we can start shorting the EURUSD again. We just have to wait for the pair to rise for another 20 pips. Now, the reason I'm selecting this level, first of all, it's the peak of the real resistance right here, and right here as well, and right here. Not only that, of course, but keep in mind that we're having here, my friends, a support level, and we have here the bearish breakout candle, and this tail right here, this tail right here, it's the nearest one to that bearish breakout candle. So there is a possibility that the EURUSD actually might make another pullback, reaches the same level of the previous support, and reverses exactly right from that level. Which means if you want to short the EURUSD again, actually I think this is going to be way too late. It seems like the EURUSD has already started the bearish reversal, but just in case, hopefully it's going to happen here. Still again at 1.00062, and of course just keep the same edge of the safe zone along with the same take profit level. So that's everything for the EURUSD. Moving now to the next pair, and let's go to the pound USD. Alright, so for the pound USD, as we can see, my friends, the market has actually reversed all the way to the take profit level without triggering our sell zone. So what we can do next with the pound USD then? First of all, we have to understand something. If the market has reached the take profit level instantly, then the signal is immediately disqualified. Don't ever sell again if the market has reversed from the take profit level. So this signal, in other words, in total, it's just disqualified. We cannot just trade this signal anymore. So let me get rid of the old signal of the pound USD, and let's see now what we can do next with this pair. Actually, if I move now to the daily chart, let me just tell you something interesting. If I go to the daily chart right now and move to the left side, however, pay attention. Right here, we're having a real level of a support exactly right here, my friends, at 1.16409. Now, let's go to the recent time and watch this. Look at that. The market has reversed almost from that level, which means right now that the pound USD is actually on a bullish reversal, which means it's going to actually reach a previous support level, and from that point, we can start shorting the pound USD again. Now, if I'm not mistaken, This is, my friends, the best level to start shorting the pound USD again. We just have to wait for the pair to rise for another 76 pips before we can start shorting it. Now the question is, can we actually buy the pound USD? Not so good idea. I don't recommend buying the pound USD. The bearish momentum here is controlling this market. So we just definitely want to start shorting it. So I believe today the pound USD is actually going to make a correction and it's going to complete the pattern, complete the pullback, and it's going to reach that level of a previous support. That level, my friends, is going to be fantastic in my opinion to be sold again. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. Now on the 30-minute time frame, we can see clearly that we had here the bearish breakout from that level of a real support. This was the false breakout, and right here we had the real level of the resistance. That zone right here is most likely gonna be respected again. So of course it might take a while, but I believe it's gonna be our best opportunity with the pound USD. I don't think that the pound USD is gonna start the bearish momentum instantly. We just have to wait for the market to rise again for about 71 pips before we can start shorting it. But the good news is, once we start shorting the market right here, we are hoping for actually a bigger profit, because our take profit level is gonna be about 115 pips, which is gonna be an awesome profit. Hopefully we're all gonna make it. So let me just now write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the pound USD. Let's now move to the AUDUSD. Alright, so as we can see, the AUDUSD signal seems like it has worked, but as we can see, the signal has just reversed from the take profit level, which as I have mentioned earlier, disqualifies this signal, which means we cannot use it anymore. So let me just tell you now what we can do next with the AUDUSD. Actually, we are still going to short the level or this market, but let me just tell you where exactly we can start shorting it. Now, since as we can see, my friends, on the daily chart, the AUDUSD has indeed reversed on that level of a support right here at 0.68556. What does that mean? It means that the AUDUSD is most likely going to continue the rise till it reaches that level of a resistance at 0.69640 before it's going to continue the fall. Of course, we need to apply here the resistance trend line understanding. And of course, I have mentioned this already in a video on my channel called The Magic of Trend Lines. Please refer for it. If you refer to it if you want to understand my strategy, which, as we can see right here, all I need to do is simply draw here the resistance trend line from this higher high to this lower high, and just simply drag it all the way. And as you can see, the market will always respect these levels, no matter where you bring it. I mean, no matter where you draw this line. Look at that. I just placed this line here on that level of a resistance trend line, and check this out, the market has indeed respected that level. So no matter where you place it, the market will always respect the level, even it has respected that level as a support trend line. Now, using this same understanding, I'm simply going to keep it right here, exactly just like that. I'm just trying to align it perfectly well. Yes. Now, as we can see, my friends, we're having here a real level of a resistance trend line, and again, the market has actually failed to create a new support trend line, and instead made an instant breakout from that level after that false breakout, which means that resistance trend line is most likely gonna keep its position again as a resistance trend line, which means we had here another false breakout, and that level, my friends, is most likely going to be respected again as a resistance trend line. Now, of course, that being analyzed on the daily chart, let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, all we need to do is simply mark this level right here. Exactly 0.69451 is going to be our next level to start shorting the AUDUSD, because right here we are having also a support zone, and I think that the AUDUSD is actually going to continue the rise for about, I would say, 44 pips before we can start shorting the market again. What happened here? Sorry guys, I'm just checking the recorder. Okay, seems everything is okay. I hope so. It's gonna be a bummer if after finishing recording I noticed that my sound isn't there. Just checking everything here. Okay, good. So, as I was mentioning earlier, we are expecting from the AUDUSD to rise for about 44 pips before we can start shorting the market again on that level. Of course, that's going to be the edge of our safe zone, which will be ranging for about 52 pips only. So that's going to be our edge of the safe zone. And of course, our take profit level is just going to remain the same at 0.68433, which means we are aiming approximately 100 pips profit from this signal. 0.69451 is going to be the shorting level, and the take profit level on 0.68433. Let's now move to the USDCAD. All right, now for the USDCAD, as we can see, the market is still ranging on that level. In the middle between take profit level and the buy area. For the for the USDCAD, actually nothing is gonna be changed. Let me just tell you something honestly. There is a possibility that the market actually might fall for about just like 16 pips against our direction before finally becomes in profit. We just have to wait for the USDCAD to fall for about 42 pips more before we can start shorting it. So anyway, USDCAD signal is still valid and nothing is going to be changed about the signal. Let's now move to the USDJPY. Alright, so for the USDJPY, as you can see, the market has indeed reached the take profit level. Now, in my opinion, the Asian market is facing actually a catastrophe. I mean, the Japanese yen is actually collapsing at the moment. That's the reason, of course, the USDJPY is rising. The Japanese yen actually has collapsed after the speech of Mr. Jerome Powell, which has actually affected the whole market on last Friday and still making an impact on the market till today. So what is the next move with the USDJPY? Actually, we're expecting from this pair to continue the rise, but in my opinion, it's gonna be ranging inside this channel. USDJPY has actually made an historical breakout from that level of a resistance at 137. Yes, I think 137. Let me just make sure. If we go to the monthly chart, yes, that was, my friends, a historical breakout from 135. Sorry, 135. And the market is still still rising. And as I have mentioned before, we are right now swimming in the uncharted water in the USDJPY. So it has never happened in the history before. We are not yet sure how this market is going to be acting to that level of a resistance. Now what we can assume here is that the USDJPY is most likely going to be ranging on that level till some, maybe I would say some, the pair need a push to continue the rise. So we can actually expect some more impact to how can I say this? Sorry guys, English is not my native language. I'm just trying to find the right words here. I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say here is that the USDJPY needs a push. We need some news that makes a huge impact on this pair for it to continue the rise. Until then, I believe the USDJPY is going to continue to be a neutral channel on that level of a resistance. So, long story short, we are having here a very strong support level exactly right here at 137.951. We can actually hope for the market to reverse upon the pressure from that resistance at 138.890, and it's going to continue the fall for about 63 pips. If that happens, we can actually start buying the USDJPY, and this time the target is going to be the highest level ever that the USDJPY has ever made at 139.375, and we're hoping from the market to continue the rise till it reaches 140. So meaning, we are going to wait for the pair to fall for about 68 pips. We will buy at that level of a support right here, because this was, my friends, a real level of a support, and a false breakout in the middle. And notice that the real level of a support became a new resistance also, which makes this level trustworthy and we can start short buying the USDJPY from that level, aiming approximately 142 pips of profit. And of course, the edge of the safe zone will be ranging till the lowest level of that fake support or the fake breakout at 137.384, which means our safe zone is ranging for about 56 pips. Meanwhile, the take profit level is gonna be 141 pips. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the USDJPY. Let's now move to the USDCHF. Okay, so the USDCHF signal hasn't been triggered yet. Let's now move to the 4-hour time frame, and let me just tell you something. After that breakout happened right here today, on that level, from that level of a resistance, as we can see right here. So right here, my friends, we had a real level of a resistance, and the market has immediately respected that level. By the way, I have taken this trade today. I took this trade, and it gave me a lot of profits. I think more than $260 of profit. It was very trusted trade. That level of a support right here, and actually I was sure after seeing that bullish breakout candle, and according to my 20 pips a day strategy, which is on my channel for free, of course, that is, my friends, the nearest support to that bullish breakout candle. And as you can see, the market has indeed reversed. Actually, I closed it with about 20 pips of profit. If I let it run, I would have now made more than $400, but that's not my style. I'm just a scalper who enjoys scalping the market. So as we can see, that level of a support has been eventually respected, which means the buy level here is no longer valid. We cannot buy again from here. So what's our best options is to simply wait for the market to fall again for about 28 pips, and that level of a previous support, this is support number 1, we are hoping to start buying the market again at support number 2. Of course, it's not that trusted, but we are facing here a strong support zone that we cannot deny. That support zone here is very strong, and even if this trade went against our direction, we are still having here a very strong support zone right here at 0.96215, which means in general the safe zone is going to be ranging till the lowest level of that support. That's going to be like the last line of the last defense line for us. It's going to be ranging for about 57 pips. And of course, the take profit level is going to remain the same with about 124 pips of profit. The take profit level here is written incorrectly. I'm not sure why, honestly. I'm not sure why. 0.97840. That is the actual level of the take profit level. I'm not sure why it was different, something else. Buy from 0.96633. And of course, that's going to be the edge of our safe zone. That's everything for the USDCHF. Moving now to the gold. All right. So let me just tell you something. For the gold, nothing is going to be changing. The signal just remains the same. It has been triggered, and as we can see, this support trend line which I have drawn here last week, as we can see, the market has indeed respected that level of a previous support trend line, and also that level of a resistance has been respected. So actually, for the gold, nothing's changed except for one thing here I will tell you. That kind of price action is usually indicates for a bullish reversal. So meaning we can actually expect from the gold to fall right here. Till that level of a support, it's gonna actually reverse, make a bullish pullback, and then it's gonna continue the rise. There is a chance that the gold is actually gonna exceed our safe zone, and it might actually reverse on that level of a resistance. Afterwards, it's gonna continue the fall upon the pressure from the resistance right here. Let me just make sure it's correct for you, or actually it's clear for you, I mean. Exactly. So again, I'm expecting from the gold to fall again right here to that level of a support. Let me just write it for you, or let me just draw it for you. That level is gonna, the gold is gonna start a pullback, and then it's gonna continue the rise, and it's most likely gonna exceed our safe zone, goes inside it. That the peak of the resistance right here at 1752.16, which was a real level of a resistance right here, and right here most likely is gonna be respected again. The market is gonna give up upon the pressure from that broken support trend line, and after that it's gonna continue the fall. So you have to consider your trades accordingly based on this analysis, in my opinion. And again, I really hope it's going to be accurate, and hopefully we will all make good profit with these analysis. So anyway, so far it's a great week, and I'm very happy that we have made 180 pips of profit in our premium group over just one day. Remember, this is the results of Monday alone, without even mentioning Tuesday yet. So I'm very excited, and I'm encouraging everyone to give a try to the premium group to get the best of signals from Xtreme Trader on Xtreme Trader style. So until then, I hope that is informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.